Well, give yourself a round of applause because AMC has finally gone profitable in their earnings. Now, we were supposed to expect earnings to come out tonight, but the press release dropped a little bit early and we saw some price action happen with the chart. And today we have a lot of stuff to go over with AMC, so make sure to watch until the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. All I ask you guys to do in return, if you enjoy the video or find value out of the video, please hit the like button. It's free, one click of a button. Get this video to 1,000 likes. Also hit that subscribe button, have post notifications on, join us on this journey to financial freedom. Without further ado, let's get into it. So AMC Entertainment Holdings reports second quarter 2023 results, and let's see how they did. Here's the summary. Total revenue grew by 15.6% compared to Q2 2022 to 1.347 million. Net income was 8.6 million compared to a net loss of 121.6 million in Q2 2022. Diluted earnings per share was 0.01 cents positive compared to a diluted loss per share of 12 cents in Q2 2022. Adjusted EBITDA improved by 75.8 million to 182.5 million compared to 106.7 million in Q2 2022. Net cash used in operating activities improved by 63.2 million compared to Q2 2022 to 13.4 million. Non-GAAP operating cash generated was 99.8 million, an improvement from 47.8 million compared to Q2 2022. Finally, available liquidity at June 30th, 2023 was 643.4 million, including 208.1 million of undrawn capacity under the company's revolving credit facility. So if we really look at this, this is where they went positive. Earnings per share 0.01 cents. They have about $435-ish million of available liquidity if you really dig into it. Revenue growth by almost 16% over the past year. They gained 8.6 million instead of losing 121 million as of last year. And every single thing improved across the board. Now I want to take you to this last paragraph by Adam Aron before we move on. He says, in addition to improving our operating results, we also methodically continued to strengthen our balance sheet. During the second quarter of 2023, AMC raised $34 million of cash through the sale of APE units and reduced the principal balance of our debt by $42 million through debt repurchases. While I am so very proud of the progress we have made since the depths of the pandemic, we continue to have a climb ahead of us. Even with our $643 million of quarter-ending liquidity, our ability to continue to raise capital and remain agile are absolutely vital to maintaining our strong recovery trajectory. There are real and potentially severe liquidity hurdles on the horizon that we will need to overcome. Even so, at this point, we are accustomed to and skilled in rising to meet any and all challenges and are very much committed to our relentless efforts to ensure that AMC is best positioned for sustained long-term success. Okay. Adam Aron basically just reiterates what he's been tweeting, is that, yeah, we've done well, we're doing better, but we're going to have a very tough time come 2024 with the liquidity that we have left. He also wants you to know that we need AMC positioned for sustained long-term success, and that is ultimately his goal. Now remember, I talked about how we went positive 0.01 cents. Over on Google, we have quote-unquote another glitch or just some more corrupt shit, reporting negative 0.01 on the earnings per share beat, which is definitely some bullshit to look at. However, that'll probably get fixed right in a day or two like usual. Remember, there was problems with Webull and fake news articles last time AMC reported earnings. But just take a look at this. They beat quarter over quarter on their earnings. Just looking at the financials on this company, why would you want to go short? Earnings per share beat by 76.47% and revenue by 4.75%, the largest beat it's had in quite a bit. Yet AMC gapped up and is still going red, and we're going to talk about it. I mean, take a look at these numbers that AMC has. All up year over year, looking beautiful. Now, real quick, before we get into the charts, 30.15% short interest, 81.66% utilization, shares on loan 194 million, with a cost bar average sitting at 373% and a max at 380%. As for APE, 10.61% short interest, utilization at 94%, and the cost bar average sitting right under 7%. And now this looks even better to the cycle that we have drawn out with AMC. Came down, valued, and this would have been the perfect time to enter puts right around $5.45. Came up, got rejected, got smacked back down. And based on, from a technical perspective, you would say, okay, this broke above for the second time. It's finally going to base off of this descending resistance level and get that next rip that we've been waiting for, which is exactly what they want you to think. They make this happen time and time again where AMC breaks above, comes down to base, and then essentially just breaks back in. You saw it right here. It tested the trend line, gapped back down, broke above, way above, came back down slowly, tested it, waited for a bounce, and instead sold back off into it. And that is exactly what we expect for AMC. I expect this flash crash to happen probably tonight. Again, this could be very wrong, guys, so none of this is financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor, but I think temporarily it's going to come down before getting that major rip that we're waiting for. You know, we correlate XRP to AMC because the charts are exactly the same. If we take a look at XRP, I think XRP is about to have a 39% gap up either tonight or tomorrow, and then sell off pretty hard. So that could be a quick moneymaker. Holding XRP for 24 hours at the level it's at right now, sitting at 62 cents. In my opinion, I'd get out at 82 cents. I jump in now, get out at 82 cents. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. If I hide the drawings right here and overlap AMC on XRP, what you'll notice is that AMC scaled up after XRP's rip. We got that rip, scaled up again, and now we're sitting here. It's trading much slower than XRP, and it is still due for that sell-off, and I think that is about to come with AMC, at least looking for a 8-9% drop. Now, GameStop trading at $20.50, down 2.71% on the day, still hugging this trend line for support here. Last time the cycle played out very similarly. It hugged the trend line for support and then sold off another 12%, which would bring GameStop down to $18 even and bring it down to this parallel channel. I think if AMC does get that flash down, this is where you're going to see GameStop trade. It's going to come down to this channel. It's going to bounce off of $18 and then it's going to be good from there. This is all in my opinion. I also assume GameStop is going to rip sooner than AMC. So if this dip does happen, I'm going to jump in calls as soon as we reach that level right around $18.30 just to get in safe. But I think we get a bounce at $18 on GameStop. But also keep in mind, we're probably going to have a slight bounce and some chop trading over the next couple of days because GameStop is basing on the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And a lot of times stocks don't like to break too low out of the Bollinger Bands or too high out of the Bollinger Bands before getting smacked or bouncing extremely hard. So that is my quick outlook on GameStop. Of course, the SPY is going to affect all of this, which we're going to talk about later on in the video. AMC is still on the threshold securities list for 31 days straight. I think GameStop, before it ran to 500, was on for 35 days. So this is going to be interesting to watch, to say the least. Stock Tracker is reporting no shares available to borrow against AMC with a most recent fee of 243%. The call to put ratio is winning, but basically evened out for the call to put ratio that are in the money. And I think more are going to come out of the money for calls and in the money for puts as they start to push the price down towards the end of the week, because you know what market makers and short sellers do to this thing. Now, another thing that I've been telling you to watch is the short exempts. They're not letting it run, and you can see that right here. 362,000 up from 213,000, up from 140, up from 124. So they have been increasing short exempts on the stock as the volume increases to the upside because they're not letting this thing run. But also they will have to locate these at some point, and we are probably going to stay on the threshold securities list for a bit longer than we expected. As for GameStop, honestly not much. We're not winning on the options chain this week. Short exempts are very low because the volume is low, but they're doing the same thing that they're doing with AMC to GameStop at a much lower degree because there is less volume. Now, the SEC charges 11 Wall Street firms with widespread record-keeping failures. Now, pay attention to this. I find this interesting, as you don't even have to read into the article. Firms admit misconduct and agree to pay $289 million in fines. Now, what happens when you're about to go to trial in a court case? They want you to take a plea deal. And this is exactly what happened here. The SEC is about to charge 11 Wall Street firms with widespread record-keeping fails, and they all admit misconduct and agree to pay this little bit of fine. Why is that? Well, first of all, the SEC doesn't give anyone criminal or jail time. They just give them fines. And also, these 11 firms probably made well over $289 million by doing what they have been doing. And it's just a slap on the wrist for them. So the SEC can keep putting out these BS articles all that they want. We have been reaching out to them for almost 3 years now, and they still have done nothing for us AMC GameStop holders. Before we get into the SPY and some additional stuff to close out the video, guys, make sure to pop in the Discord if you're not in there already. I'm in there on the daily, so you guys can come in, pop in whenever you want and talk to me. I also keep it very cheap, so you probably won't even notice that you're paying for a Discord. We also have options trading alerts in there, and we talk stocks all day long with the most amazing people. There are absolutely no negative pushy people in there. Whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to go and this is the place to be. I used to never want to join Discords until I joined, and it was actually very, very helpful and fun, and I decided to make my own and leave the other ones, put all my focus into mine. So make sure to join the Discord, linked under the video and pinned in the top comments. Also guys, I'm basically going to let you pay for the Discord for free for more than a year. If you use my link, download Moomoo, sign up and make a deposit of even $1, you're going to start earning benefits from there. The more you deposit, the more benefits. You can get up to 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, a free Tesla or Google stock, and money sent to your account to trade with or withdraw. Now, their promo was this good. It was when it was much, much lower. I had my family members do this, and we were making from $30 to $70 to $200 for doing absolutely nothing. So use my link, download Moomoo, sign up and make a deposit. That link is in the description and pinned in the top comments. Let's get back to the video. What did we say yesterday, guys? I said the SPY tomorrow is going to 444. We're currently sitting at 445.29, and we are heading right for that level at 444. Keep in mind there is a gap fill right around 443.17, and I assume it's going to probably bounce back up to 446.50 once it fills that gap. From there on out, we will have to decide what the sentiment is on the SPY, because there's a gap fill higher to 455, or there are more gap fills lower. And again, I put out a video expecting that we get a correction on the SPY down to 426 before scaling back up. But keep in mind there is a gap fill right below that at 423. So the SPY could fill that gap depending on how negative the sentiment is after we hit 443.17 and fill that gap. You guys let me know if you're trading the SPY. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Now, U.S. credit card debt surpasses $1 trillion for the first time on record to a new all-time high. Presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he will end the corrupt government and corporate power designed to strip the middle class of their assets and equity. So pray for this guy. That's a dangerous thing to come out to the media and state. Close out the video. President Trump says he will give the biggest tax cuts in U.S. history if elected in 2024. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Thank you all for tuning in, hitting that like button, and hitting that subscribe button. It really means the world to me. Make sure to drop a comment, share the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.